everybody. Hey, Wolf Tamer, thank you. It's been a minute. I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're doing good. So it's nice to see you, and thank you for subscribing. Sorry, it took me a little longer today to get everything in order, but I'm here now. So I am also now on this other platform, which is called Kick. So I'm also streaming there now. It is like almost exactly the same as Twitch, which is kind of weird, but I guess everybody is liking this new thing, so everybody's on there, and I'm like, oh, okay. Doesn't make a difference for me once everything's hooked up in my Streamlabs. I just do one click and I'm streaming on all the platforms that I have hooked in there. So I was like, okay, let me just do that too then. Fine. So I was going to pick a topic, of course, and of course other things happened where I wasn't able to, or rather then the time came and that's when I remembered and I was like, oh great, I forgot. But I really didn't have much time to do it anyway. So hopefully maybe tomorrow, but it depends. I have some plans tomorrow and it depends how those turn out, and then I'm going to start actually doing that stuff. It's gonna happen this week for sure, but today I wasn't able to get a topic together, but I did think about some stuff, and I thought to myself that if we're gonna get a few more people in here today for the stream, then let's just talk about we could just talk about what is people's beliefs. People that come into my chat, what is their beliefs, what do they believe in, what is their faith, or lack thereof, and we can kind of talk about that. I thought to myself, and the things that many faiths have in common, the things that are very different, etc., etc. Look at my guy, he's so good. Oh man, are you a sleeper, man? You're so cute. He's so cute. Oh, hi, Florida Metal. Thank you. Currently on an 8-month streak, it says. Wow. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My God, I'm so excited. This is cool. This is cool. Thank you guys, really thank you. I mean, both of you, I think, not just many of you have still open 10 readings. So yeah, I mean, Florida Metal has like open 5 open readings. It might even be more than that, but I've only on my paper 5, and then Wolf Tamer has 4. Probably more than that too, but whatever. I'm okay. Tired. I didn't sleep well. But it's okay. And work was slow. Work was very slow, and that is something that really just bugs me, man, because the time just doesn't go by. And I have really now made it a point to, when the time is so slow, that I will not look on the clock. I refuse to look on it, because that's the mistake, you know. Hey, Scooby, how are you? You know, that's the mistake that I make. I will literally look on the clock, and then it's like 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like 2.5 hours still for me. I'm like, no way. So, problem is when one of the other people says, oh, I can't believe it's only 1 o'clock. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know, but it's fine. So now that I've made this a point, it's like, then okay, I want to look, I don't look. I want to look, I don't look. I want to look, I don't look. And then finally I realize, I'm like, I think I can look now. And then I look, this, I haven't now 2 times I've done this. And then I look, and then it's only an hour that I still have to be there. I'm like, okay, that's good. That works for me. Oh yeah, you guys were slow too. Yeah, it happens. You know, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal, but but it makes the time go by very slowly. And of course, the boss always, you know, do this and do that as soon as they see that any boss I've ever worked for, it's really like annoying and weird. It's really unnecessary, you know, because it's like, your waitresses make $5 an hour or $6 or whatever, you know, like, let him stand for a half hour and have a conversation with somebody, but we're not even allowed to like talk to anybody. Like, he immediately gets on us if we start a conversation, unless it's with him, of course. So, micromanaging, that's the word. This week is gonna be crazy. Why? Because got you, Scooby, got you. Because of Thanksgiving. Ah, okay. See, for us, it's the opposite. We are always so slow during that time because we're a restaurant, you know, and we don't really have any boutiques or any like stores around us. It's mainly just restaurants, gas stations, the DMV is right there, grocery stores, you know, stuff like that. So we are not really a destination for people, you know, in for Black Friday and for Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving, we're going to be closed anyway. We're closed Thanksgiving, which annoys me. But it's probably for the best because we would be very slow anyway. I'm pretty sure who would go out to eat Italian food on Thanksgiving. Not many, you know. I'm just assuming. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. I got a toothache. Since yesterday. And it's weird because it just happened suddenly, and it's so painful, and it's been there, and there's not a hole in the tooth or nothing. I think it might be like a little infection underneath or something. It hurts like a bitch. And it's like sometimes it's better, and then it goes bad again. Ooh, I saw that little thing back there flying. It looked like dust though. Okay. Oh. Yeah, my left side, yes. This is my left side, yeah. Why? Can you see a swelling or something? I don't think so. I don't think you can see anything. Oh, yeah? Yeah. It's like a it gives me like the chills. That's the pain that is like a stabbing pain. It's like, ow. It's like underneath my tooth. It's like, I think it's an infection of some sort. It hurts. Okay, now, your first card is actually very good, Scooby. So in the future, it's the world, okay? So, look at that. In the future, you will be completing a journey, okay? Victoriously and triumphantly, you will be completing a journey. Or a cycle, okay? It will be like a... Hi, Promethean! It will be like a hard-fought victory, and a successful outcome over adversity. Dude, I'm so sorry right now, but I don't know if you guys know about this show, Key and Peele. It's one of my favorite shows. These two comedians, they're two biracial guys, and they're so funny. And they have one sketch where one of them plays like a famous football player or something, and he's being asked about adversity. You know, oh, now that you're a pro player and you make so much money, you know, do you still have to deal with adversity? And he's like, yeah, I have to deal with adversity every day. You know, it's always something. And then suddenly the lady looks at someone and says, Adversity Johnson, what do you say to that? And it's like, oh, okay, so adversity is a person, and that's okay, cool. And then he goes like, girl, I don't know, I just like fucking with him, Timmy Twister, and it's so funny. And then he'll just like jump around up and down and be like, deal with me, fucking deal with me. It's so funny. So when when I see the word you overcome adversity, I'm like, oh, okay, deal with me. So funny, dude. Okay, so you will overcome adversity, Johnson, okay? No, anyway, it's such a funny sketch, man. If you guys don't watch that show, you should. It's on Hulu. It's so good. It's so good. All right. Moving forward. However, the Nine of Wands. There will be a time where you will have to kind of take a pause to be able to, you know, kind of in a way rehabilitate your strength to move forward, okay? You will be stopping to ponder during challenging events. So that will be something that will happen to you. It will be a little bit heavy at a time, but there will be hope. The completion will come, okay? There will be a pause, and you will be summoning the will to continue with the struggle and hope. So, you know, there will be a time where it will be difficult and where you're almost on the verge of saying, you know, I'm done, but it will be fine. You just have to really take that little pause and you know, summon the will to move forward. So it's totally fine. It happens to all of us in struggle, you know. Okay. Five of Swords. What are you doing? You're so stretchy. Stretchy man. I love a stretchy man. Okay, so that one is about there will be a cheat. It's about a cheat, okay? It's about dishonorable victory, unfair tactics, a cruel person who enjoys the suffering of others, and a braggart. So you will be encountering somebody that's not really, let's just say, like a person that you want to really affiliate yourself with, okay? I mean, you can even see it here in the picture, sticking out his tongue and everything. Yeah, so it's going to be somebody that will rub you the wrong way, but I feel like you will encounter this person on your path, on your way to this completion of the cycle, and I think it will be somebody in passing. It's not going to be somebody, hey, Emily. It's not going to be somebody that will stick around or is close to you, but somebody that's very obvious, like somebody that likes to, be show-offy and a cheater arrogant, you know, something like this. You will encounter this, but only for a short while. So it's not. It's gonna be. It's gonna be taking place around the same time that you're going through the struggle, but completing your journey successfully and triumphantly. So you know, but it will be very obvious to you who this person is that you know that is that way. So no worries there. Just somebody you'll be like, oh damn, who is this person? And that's it. Look, Emily, you see my little guy back there? It's a little man. He is sleeping right now. It's so funny. He's all black. Everything's black. So sometimes it's funny when he lays on the on the couch or whatever. Well, my couch is actually like a cream color. But when he lays anywhere like this, now the light is like shining. But when areas are darker in the house, then you just always see the green eyes looking at you. You can't even make out the nose or the mouth, nothing. He's a handsome man. He is so handsome. What's happening? Are you sleeping? Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll stop. He is like my... I don't know, man. Oh, oh God, I hate him. I fucking hate him. Now that guy, he's like my best friend, man. He hangs out with me all the time. When I'm home, I pretty much let him in with me. And does he have his eyes open right now? Oh no, that's his paw. And he just like, he hangs out with me all the time. He's so funny. He talks too. When he notices that I come to the back door, he'll sit at the back door outside and wait. And then I come to the back door and I look out the window and he looks up and as soon as he sees me, he goes, "Rah, rah, rah." It's so funny that he does it like that. It's like he's talking. He's trying to talk. He's like, "Rah, rah, rah." I'm telling you, my cats are not normal. They are people. My cats are people. They look like cats, but they're fucking people. They talk to me like persons. It's crazy. Oh, and then when was it? Yesterday, yeah. I go out there and I don't know if you guys remember that I talked about this, but I built this gazebo for my cats, for, you know, because they're all in the backyard now and there's really no porch or anything like it is in the front. So I built them this really nice gazebo. You know, I bought it and everything. It was expensive. And so when I feed them, I have like these, I think I also told you guys this probably before. Sweetie, come in. I'm in here. These flower-shaped bowls. So that it has like 6 like petals, flower petals, and then I can put food in all of them. And, you know, and then I put 2 of them out there. Sweetie, please don't cry, sweetie. Can't. No, sweetie. You gotta be good. You can come here, but you can't cry the whole time. Sweetie, stop. Oh, God, she is. She does that. See you, Scooby. Thank you for coming. Sweetie, come here, sweetie. See, you're waking him up. You want to be on camera real quick, sweetie? Come on. Come on, sweetie. Come on. Ah. Now, that's my sweetie cans right here. Sweetie, say hi to the people. Look at the camera, sweetie. Oh, sweetie cans. Complainer. Sweetie, you're always complaining. Stop complaining, please. My goodness. So, anyway, yeah, and it was actually her. So, yeah, she is really, okay. She is so cute. Oh, sweetie cans. This is my sweetie cans. This is Marie's sister. Marie that I had to unfortunately put down as her sister. Sweetie, why are you crying? Please don't show your butt cheeks in the camera. That's ridiculous. Go on the couch with the guy. You guys can cuddle together. You guys do that. So you cuddle with him. Sweetie cans. Yeah, so what I was saying there, I open the back door, and I always feed the cats underneath that gazebo, you know, and in case it rains, then the bowls don't get all wet, and you know, it just makes more sense. So I open the door, and I do that just to look out and see, you know, cats are mooning people. Yeah, I know. So I open the back door to just see, you know, what's going on back there. How are the kitties doing? Just to look out. You know, I do that when I don't go out there and hang out, just to see what's the temperature, just to get fresh air. And I open the door, and I look into the gazebo, and there's Sweetie laying there underneath the gazebo by the bowl. And what do I see? A creature that looked very different from my cat, and I realize it's a baby possum over there eating with the Sweetiekins. They always hang out with the possums. No, don't do that. He's been drinking the water out of my art water that has fucking acrylic paint in it. Stop that. That is what gonna cause you kidney failure and stuff. Stop with that stuff. Why does he do that? Yeah, little man, please don't do that. Ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, always, and they hang out with the cats. Like, they will literally eat with the cats out back there, and lay there and hang out with them, and it's no fighting, no nothing, close together. Now, yesterday was a little bit like because Sweetie didn't realize that little baby possum was behind her eating. So when Sweetie, the one that was just in here, when Sweetie looked over there, Sweetie was kind of like, whoa, you know, and that scared the baby possum. And so the baby possum was like, yeah. And then it was like, they looked at each other, and then it was like, all right, whatever. I know you're there now. So, but then, and I stood out there, and I watched, and the baby possum was there. But then I was talking to Sweetie or something, and I think it noticed my voice. And then it was like, oh, I think there's something there. I think I gotta waddle off. So it waddled off. It was a baby, though. So cute. Yeah. I've always had the possums coming back there. I've had the, the raccoons. Yeah, I have all that come back there. And they get along. They get along with the cats. Well, the raccoon, I don't know what happened there, but, yeah, that was, a couple of years ago where I came home from work, and Draven informed me, he said, listen, you may not want to go into the backyard for the next few months. And that was before, I put them all back there, obviously. And I was like, what? And he explained to me that there was a raccoon that was pretty much, like, spiked on top of the fence and was just like rotting away there, hanging there. And I felt so bad, but because I felt so bad, like, I could not go out there. I just couldn't, and we just left them, and we just let them pretty much rot there. And then, then Draven collected the bones and cleaned them, and we use them to this day, it stunk back there. He said, it stunk so bad, and I knew then, because of the smell, that he was right, because it was he said it was an extremely big raccoon. Like, it was a very big one. And he was thinking that the cats try to chase him or attack him or whatever, and he got caught in that fucking wire fence and couldn't get loose, and then just died there. And you guys know how I am with that stuff. Like, I can't. And I've told you, one day my brother sends me a picture. I'm at work, and I see my phone says image, and I'm like, from my brother. I'm like, image? What the fuck? And I'll open it up, and it's a picture of my orange cat, Björn. And he's just standing like this, looking right into the camera like this. And in front of him, right there on the ground in front of him, a bird. Dead bird. My brother's like, what a murderer! Or something like that. The murderer! And I was like, oh my God! all the time. We had to bury 2 moles. I had to bury 2 moles that they got them out of the ground. They fucking kill those moles. My cats dig, and I'm not happy about that. They're ruining like my grass back there a lot, and that's really annoying. They dig. They fucking dig like dogs. It's fucking insane. And they chase down these moles and they kill them. And these poor moles, you know, they're like just laying there dead. And I'm like, oh my god, no. And I bury them neatly, you know, and do a little thing. Poor guy. Birds, always mostly the what do you call the bluebirds? The blue what do you call? Did I call bluebirds? They have the blue feathers. Blue jay, that's it. Yeah, the blue jay, they like to kill those. Lizards, of course. Then I watched the other time, there was a big bug with like big wings. But it wasn't a dragonfly. We have a lot of dragon.
What's wrong, guy? You want to come up here? Come to me. It's fine. You have the longest tail I have ever seen.
No. Don't do that. Little man. You know that. God. Yeah, he had some bug with like big wings. I don't know if he has to go pee or something. Come here, guy. Because I don't think he does, though. And he, oh my god, it was so disgusting. He's out there just like chewing and chomping down on that insect. Like, and I'm watching him and he's just looking at me, wing hanging out of his mouth. I'm like, oh my god. And then I come back like, I don't know, 5 minutes later or so thinking, oh, he probably, no, he's now literally, it's like he has a napkin and he's, you know, that's why he's just like chewing the last of it, sitting on the windowsill looking at me like, delicious. I'm like, you guys are disgusting. But they killed the palmetto bugs, which is good because those are, they gross me out. I can't deal with that. I've seen them chase spiders and kill them.
Come here, guy. You want to hang out with me or not with your long tail? You want to go to the sweetie? Go to the sweetie then.
Yeah, but my animals are... They are wild creatures. They're like tigers, lions, and all of that. And they do their thing. But when it comes to me... Except for Bjorn. Bjorn is not friendly. Bjorn is not friendly to me. He's okay. I can pet him and he'll put his tail up. But if I just touch him in one area, I'm like, eh. And I'm like, all right. I'll leave you. And my other cats, I mean, I can like hold them like a baby. I can pull their tail. I can kiss them on their face. They would never attack me or nothing. Never. They might like get all uncomfortable and be like, and get their claws out because they're like, you know, squirming, you know, around, but they have no, they will never attack me or nothing like that. So I have the sweetest. So whenever I see people online, I saw the other day somebody that I follow that I really like and that I think is super hilarious, and she's like famous, like she's like internet famous, and I love her, and she's hilarious and sweet and nice. She's like, man, I hate cats. Because she was like looking at videos of that other people took and was commenting on that. You know how they do that. And the whole time I'm thinking to myself, girl, if you knew my cats, if you saw my cats or would interact with my cats, you would change your mind. Because it is true. If you have like a single cat, because the way I have always experienced it is that the cats, Sweetie...
Oh, sweetie, cats, please don't cry the whole time. Sweetie, what are you doing?
Jump up there. Let me just... Sweetie, I'm not mad at you. So anyway, so the way I've always experienced... Because I've always had multiple cats. At least 2, you know. Because it was always a thing. When they have each other, they will fucking like... go crazy on each other, and they get all that out of their system, and then they're sweet to you. Ah! Little man, no. you do. I left the door open. They can go out and run around and play in the house. So if you have a single cat by themselves, first of all, they're already like lonely all the time. Cats are, to the contrary of what most believe, in the beginning stages maybe of their domestication, they were really the loner. They were lone animals. They didn't want to be with other animals and stuff like that, and not other cats, nothing. They wanted to be by themselves. Yeah, I know. It's your thingy that has all the stuff that you gave me. Yep. That's all I ever use. I have 2 other ones, but that's my main one. That's what I always use. The one that you got me. It's awesome. It's like one of the best gadgets ever. Yeah, but as they have evolved, just like any creature, they have evolved even over the last 100 years or so. They like to be in packs. I can tell my cats like to be in a pack. There's still, the pecking order, but it's just the same as wolves. They have the same thing, alpha and, delta and whatever else, but they like to be, yeah, they like to be with others. So it's like when you have especially if the single cat is an outside cat and an inside cat, or just an outside cat, then it's a little different story, because they will always have some company from another cat somewhere, another stray cat. They can go wherever they want. Loneliness is not really a thing then, because they can find themselves friends and stuff like that. But when they're inside and they're just one cat inside by themselves, I will always advise against that, because a cat is very lonely. It's not just a cat. It can also be like this for dogs too. And I would always suggest, when it comes to cats specifically, get 2. Like if you want to get a cat and you want them to be inside, get 2. Be like, don't make the cat all lonely and suffering, especially if you're a person that goes to work a lot. Then the cat is at home alone for 10 hours a day, and in a house just locked in with nobody else. It's not good. It's not a good thing. So anyway, the point of the story is, I do believe the reason why my cats are so sweet to me is because they get all their action out there. They they act out their stuff, and they're playing and running and fighting with the other cats. So they have this given thing. They know that time with me is cuddle time. That's how they are. Now, of course, there's always exceptions to the rule. Of course, if there are, I'm sure, certain, cats that are just like, they don't want nothing. Yeah, that happens too. I'm just thinking, like, generally, I've had so many cats in it, and I really think that it was always good that they had somebody else. Yeah, I know. Oh my God, you sound mean. Damn. What the hell? My cats are not like that at all. My cats are so sweet. They don't bully anybody. Well, they do bully each other in certain ways. Like, Waggity likes to attack Pepper Girl, and she likes to attack that little man. But he's cool. He gets scared of her, but then he attacks her back, though, too. What else? And then, of course, I told you guys the story about Bjorn and Jar Jar. Those 2. But they've been good. They've been even close to each other, laying in the same area, and no problem. And Bjorn, the guy that doesn't really like me so much, Bjorn and Little Man, they play together, but super friendly. And he's very careful. Bjorn is careful. He does not harm the little guy, but he will be dominant over him, but he does not harm him. But Bjorn likes to chase Sweetie too. I don't like that. Yeah, but that's it. That's it. Other than that, everybody pretty much gets along. Waggity is deathly scared of Pepper Girl. I have no idea why. Pepper Girl is so sweet. All she ever wants to do is cuddle and rub her face on everything and everyone. And Waggity's always like, Whenever Pepper Girl comes around, Waggy's like, with her ears like this, scared to death. I'm like, why? What the fuck is wrong? Ugh. Yeah, mean. Mean as hell. Damn. No, mine don't do mine in game, in play, yeah, but like I said, except for Bjorn. Bjorn will get mad and Bjorn will fucking go ga 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 at me. Awful creature. Doesn't matter, I still love him to death. You know, whatever. Animals, you know, they're just like human, you know, they do what they do. You know, you can't control them, and I never would, because that's their character too. You know. So today my coworker, he bought chicken, fried chicken. I saw him at the store. I'm at the store and I'm doing my checkout at the self checkout, and he comes next to me. He goes, "You gonna buy that for me?" And I'm looking at that fried chicken in the box. And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "What are you doing with that?" He's like, "For my dog." I'm like, "For your dog?" "Yeah, I feed that to my dog." And I'm like, "Dogs are not supposed to eat chicken bones, Emily. Emily, correct me if I'm wrong." The reason why, if I'm informed correctly, the reason why is because the bones of the chickens actually hollow. Bird bones are hollow. There's a very dangerous situation that it can, they're like more rubbery, and the dogs can choke on the bones. That's what I was taught. That you're not supposed to feed a dog bird bones, because they cannot actually crunch these bones with their teeth, because they don't have the teeth. Like, it's different, I think, for a cat still, because they have the pointier and sharper teeth than the dogs. The dogs have more rounded teeth, because they're even more so domesticated. Not, you know, dogs can't even they can't even actually really hunt for themselves anymore. That's how domesticated dogs are. Whereas cats can still survive hunting for themselves. Right. That's what my mom always taught me. So I told him, I'm like, he's not supposed to be eating that. He's like, "I've always fed him that." And I'm like, okay, it's dangerous. It's not. Mm-hmm. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So then I know I got the right information, because I know your mom does all that stuff too, so she knows everything about the dogs too. So then my mom was right. Yeah. So always like, yeah. But anyway, so moving on. Remember, I did say that I was gonna have something prepared today, but I didn't. Unfortunately, it didn't work out because I had to do other things. I had to clean my house today, because normally I do tomorrow, but I have something that I gotta do tomorrow. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel after that. Whether I'm gonna be able to clean, whether I'm gonna want to clean. So I just did it today, so I wasn't really able to. And I'm not gonna lie to you, on Monday I totally forgot. So, but I was thinking to myself, you know, we can just talk about, you know, anything. We can talk about, you know, earlier I thought to myself, we can talk about, you know, what everybody's beliefs is. You know, what does spirituality mean to you guys? You know, if it means anything, you know. I thought to myself about that, because for me, you know, spirituality is it is really sad, because I don't really like the term. But there's really no like better term for it. So I use that, and but for me it really is. For me, it means multiple things. I don't know if you guys can agree with that, but for me, it really means multiple things. Like, it doesn't just mean sitting and meditating on whatever you're meditating on, but it, for me, that's part of it for me. Okay, but then another part for me is, for instance, going out into nature, connecting with the natural surroundings, and not having to listen to your cat whine like a crazy maniac.
Sweetie? Oh, sweetie kills. What's wrong with you? Sweetie? Come here, sweetie kiss. I'm not mad at you. Sweetie, I love you, sweetie kiss. But you are so fluffy, but you are so annoying right now. What? What? How? Well, I mean, listen to you. Yeah, listen to you. You're so annoying. You are fluffy with the fluffiest cheeks I've ever seen a fluffy girl. But you know what, sweetie? You can't act like this. Sweetie kiss. Go up there. You go there usually. Come on, I'll show you. Come on, it's okay, sweetie. Don't run away. I'm not throwing you out. It's okay, sweetie. Come on. Come up here, sweetie. Sweetie. Come up. Come on. There you go, sweetie kiss. Now get comfortable. You love this blankie. Promethean gave us this blankie too. Remember that? You don't remember anything. You gotta stop drinking, sweetie kiss. You can't remember anything? It's okay, sweetie. You just sleep there.
Yes, it is. You know what's really fucked up? I'm gonna show it to you one. Oh no, you can actually see it in the camera. If you look at it, look at this thing that's like on the blanket. You see that? Like literally the first time I washed it, this shit ripped off. Tore like a strip off of the blanket. It made me so, dude, I'm still kind of like irked that happened. I was so upset when that happened. I took it out of the washer into the dryer, and I took it out of the dryer, and I'm like, wait a minute, is that what the blanket looks like? Is that just like part of the design or something? And then I noticed, nope, it ripped like a strip out of it. Yeah, and I was like, what the? I was so mad about that. And it was literally, I had just gotten it from you, and I had maybe had it for like fucking, I don't know, 2 weeks, week. The cats were on it, and then freaking, I may have had it over me and then spilled hot sauce or, whatever. So I've washed all my things, like, all the time, because I'm like that. Oh, no, I didn't want you to have to, I mean, I felt so bad because I felt guilty. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have washed it, but I got to, I got to wash my stuff. I got to. So that's why I didn't tell you, because I felt guilty. But I love it. I love it. And it's still soft. I have so many blankets. So this is the blanket when I'm up here on that couch. Oftentimes I do that where I lay on that couch and I look out of my window and I read there, And then I have my other blankets there. They're downstairs. She's... The funny thing with Sweetie is she did... Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, damn. She's just confused because the crying is that I can know she wants to be outside, but she also likes to be inside, right? So she's complaining, but look at her, sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. Are you seeing me, sweetie? Can't. Sweetie. Sweetie, what are you doing? Sweetie, I took a video of you.
Did you know that? You did? Oh, okay. See, my cats, man. I swear to God.
A Christmas gnome blanket? Oh, dude, that's pretty cool. That is it like gnome as in Klabautermann? Is it the with the cone hat? It's a Klabautermann. Those are my favorite types of gnomes.
Sweetie, you have a raccoon's tail.
It's funny when she gets like again in an argument or yes, I love it, I love it, I love it. Klabautermann, yes. When she gets all hyped up and okay, and she runs around and her tail gets all puffed up. You see how her tail has like stripes on it, like a raccoon. When the tail gets all puffed up, it looks like a fucking raccoon tail. And then she runs like raccoon too, because you know the raccoon, they like their back is like a little sideways, so they're like, it's like a sideways run a little bit. She does that same thing, and it's always so funny when I see her. I always go, Raccoonakins, Raccoonakins, Fluffakins. She has many names. No, I call her Sweetiekins. Sweetiekins is her actual like name that I call her. But whenever I see her acting the different ways, it's Raccoonakins. She's so silly, dude. She's funny as hell. She hears the food, she's like, come and running. Oh, my brother's streaming that too. Is it like oh no, it's over a chair or something? Why does it look so weird, this picture? Oh, this is like the package or something that you took the picture of? I love it though. I love it. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Nice. Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute, that's a weird perspective now that I'm seeing this. My brother and I, we both have that same thing. We love collecting blankets. That's like our thing. We love collecting blankets. And then the one time my boss's wife, she kind of got me like a whole gift box thing with a bunch of stuff. She got me like a doormat that had like the all-seeing eye, and it had a crystal ball, and then it says psychic readings. And I was like, I've been looking for one of those. She got me that. She got me a hanging witch, like a figurine witch from Etsy. What else she got me? A couple of other things. And she got me, one of the things was a blanket. But it was, oh man, that Hocus Pocus blanket is so amazing. It's so soft. And I stare at it all the time because, I don't use blankets all the time because, I get hot really fast. I will put a blanket over myself and I get hot within like 15 minutes and then I take it off again, right? But I fold it so nicely that, like, whenever I fold it again, then I fold it that you could see another witch. And then a couple of days later, you could see the other witch of the Sanderson sisters. You know what I mean? Like, it flips around. So, and I have it hanging over my couch like that. I love that blanket. It's so soft. And it's light too. I really love it. And I've already also washed it a couple of times. And it has remained soft. It has not, gotten like rough or anything. And, yeah, so I love those blankets. That's my favorite thing. And then the one thing that my boss wife got me was this huge, one of those big ass blankets, but that one was like super fluffy and soft, and it had all these things on it. It had like black cat, and it had like the moon, and it had the crystal ball, and it has the all-seeing eye, and it has the pyramids of Giza on it. It's a white blanket, but it has all these different things on it, and it's so amazing. And I know how expensive these blankets are. Even like the size that you got me, I'm thinking is like probably like $20 or something like that at least. But the size that she got me, that's like a $50 blanket right there. I know that. Because I can never afford them. So when she got me that blanket, I was like, oh my God. She's like, she did that because I painted paintings for their kids, for their 3 kids. I painted a painting for each of their kids. And, ooh, that was weird. That just like went like this. That was so weird. And so she just kind of did that for me. I didn't want it, you know. I just wanted to do it for the kids, but she gave me that anyway because she wanted to, and that was so nice of her, you know. It was really awesome. She's very, very sweet. I have not seen her in weeks. She hasn't been there when I was working in weeks now. So depending on how tomorrow goes, because tomorrow my job has like the owner is like preparing like a dinner for all of us, like so we can all come there and kind of celebrate a little pre Thanksgiving with you know the co-workers, which is awesome. It's nice. I'm excited about it. If I can go, I'll let you guys know tomorrow what's going on. But so if I can go, then I'm gonna be excited because I really want to do that because, like I tell you guys all the time, I really like every person that I work with, except for one. I hope so too, but if not, then it's also for a good cause. If I'm not going, it's for a good reason and for a good cause that is more important than going to a Thanksgiving party. So it's fine. But yeah, so oh hi Serenity. Nobody's in the queue right now, so oh sweetie Kins, you gotta clean yourself. You have dirty paws, sweetie. 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 You're staring at me. Why? You do that all the time, sweetie. I know you do. I know that. See, as soon as I turn to her. Sorry, sweetie. I'm not trying to play games. Sweetie Kins, sweetie Kins. Oh. Okay. Okay. You should tell me more about that. What's the conflict with the stranger? That's ridiculous. These were already kind of shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle them a little bit more. Yeah. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Alright, let's see. Hopefully. Hello, Queen of Misfits. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Welcome. Alright, let's see here. Okay. 10 of Swords, inverted. Now, this one is one of these things where now, in general, good to see you too. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining the stream. So, this is actually speaking about there are improving situations in your life. I'm good. A little tired. Didn't sleep so well, but I'm here. I'm doing it. You guys are here. I'm kind of getting a little more hyped up, you know, so it helps. How are you doing? Yeah, so improving situations here, Serenity. A slight edge over your hardships. Okay, that's one of those things, and a pause in calamity. So that's really good. So in general, your life is it's looking up. Things are getting better. Things are improving. Better outlook, better situations. So that's not too bad. Okay. So it doesn't tell us anything about this problematic scenario that you had to face. So let's move along and see, and see what else we can see. Okay. Again with the swords. Okay, so this is all right, so it's the 4 of swords inverted. So this is again about you having renewed vigor, okay? Coming out after a rest, after retreat, coming out to return to daily life and events, okay? So this is maybe explaining, that you're around people again. So this is part of this happening to you, even so that's a stranger. So you're back into daily life and activity. Okay, so still good so far. Still nothing about that stranger, or about the problem. But let's see what this one says. It says nothing. It's saying that you're doing everything the right way. Okay, this is an awesome card to have. Temperance. Okay, look at her mixing the elements, making the right choices, making the right combinations of elements. Very good. Okay, so whatever you're doing the right thing. You are still patient. You have a balance, and you're channeling your own energy. And you're combining elements for new results. Very good. Oh wow. Thank you for coming, Promethean. Have a good night. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you sleep well. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow in here. We'll, most likely text anyway, but so thank you. I appreciate you very much. Have a good night. So, Serenity. So, what I'm gathering here really is that you're doing the right thing. I think down to your reaction to that person. Okay, um, you're balanced. You're doing the right thing. You're back out in the world among other people, um, and just good, just good outlook for you. Good outlook. So also another thing that is very apparent is that the fact that it's not even coming up in the reading is that it's very meaningless. This interaction that you had with this other person is very it's not going to be of any effect in any way negatively, at least, definitely not negatively. So it really seems that you're doing well and things are going well for you, and you just need to really just focus on that and just not even worry about what happened there. Yeah, so then that is what's spoken of here. Then you doing the right thing, remaining on higher grounds, if you will, taking the high road, if you will. You're not letting this shake you in any way. Yeah, and the fact that you even, you realize immediately that somebody's trying to just kind of change you, and somebody's trying to make you be something or somebody that you're not. That shows that you have a very strong character, okay, which is really good. So, um, and you know yourself well. So, you know. So that concludes your serenity. So you're doing well. You're doing well. All in all, add. Yeah, so my suggestion is really just keep moving forward the way you are. Looks like you're on the right path. And always remember that, and I mean, I could say this to men too, but men don't have this as like dominant as we do, is the intuitive feeling and the intuition. So as long as you keep moving with your intuition, it's a very good thing. It took me very late in life to realize what it means to be intuitive, what it means to kind of let your intuition steer you in a sense. And as soon as I realized that, it can make things confusing at times, but most of the time it really is very helpful. Especially when you're really like, okay, I really don't know which way to go, which path to take. You consider all the options, and then in the end you're like, what does your gut tell you? What is your gut telling you that would be the best thing for you to do? So I think you're doing the right thing. It's hard out there, man. I really understand. It's really difficult out there to find really humans to not just even get along with, but to be close to. And you guys know how I feel about that. I'm not humans. I don't care. I don't like them unless I don't like them. I don't care what happens to them unless I care about them and they're in my circle, if you will. But then other than that, I have a very hard time. I connect to my animals. I connect to the humans that were of substance, as my ancestors, for instance. Humans that still had substance and still had connections to deeper meanings. More connection to nature, where we all stem from. This is where I connect. Yeah, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to find humans that are, honest, truthful, and humans that actually care. That's the thing. Like, humans that actually care and actually want you to be a part of their life. That's the biggest thing. Because I have a couple of people, and that's nobody in here. Those are people outside of this that I've known for 12 years. And these people, it's two specific people, they are friends too, together. Like, we used to be all three of us, and then it's just, I moved away and whatever, things happen. But it's like these two persons, I've known them both for the same amount of time. Well, one a little bit longer than the other, but it's like I only interact with one of them. I only interact over text message. I have not seen him in 8 years. Like, physically seen him in 8 years, and I've only spoken on the phone to him one time in the last, like, since I have picked up contact with him again. We text often, frequently, but we never see each other. And he will even go so far, he'll send me pictures to my email of stuff, and like, there is interaction, but I never see him, and it really bugs the shit out of me. It bugs me because it's like I must not be very important to you if you cannot even come once in a while and come see me and hang out with me for a couple hours. And he knows my situation. He knows exactly what's going on. He knows I can't. He knows literally I cannot come to him. And the other guy, with him, it's a little step up, because we will sometimes be on the phone for like 3 to 4 hours and just talk about everything. And that's how we always were. He's a little bit older than me. I think he might be like, I don't know, 12, 15 years older than me or something like that. But, we will talk on the phone and for long amounts of time. But also, he has not come to see me. And he lives closer than the other guy. He lives literally like not even 30 minutes from me. The other guy lives like an hour and a half or something from me. But still, it's like everybody that I know lives about an hour and a half. And everybody that lives that amount, they say it's far. it's far for them to come see me. And then it's like, okay, if that's the case, then I understand. You know, I understand where I am as a priority to you. You know, if it's so far, and it's not like I'm expecting somebody to come to me every weekend even, but maybe once a month. You know, once a month. You know, you're driving around. You know, you're going to places. You're spending your same gas going to places that you don't even want to be. Instead, you could come and hang out with me, but you don't. And it upsets me. You guys know that. It upsets me because when I had my car, I was all over the place. I was going there. I was visiting people. I was doing everything, but I can't do that now. Yeah, and I don't think it's that far either because when you really think about it, we drive to shows. You drive to shows more than an hour. We've driven to shows more than an hour. And that's just to go to a show. It is to me more important to visit, your friend than it is to go to a show. Well, yeah. When you can, whatever. But, you do. So it's really not that far. It's not that far. What, sweetie? Sweetie, you're complaining. Oh, my goodness, sweetie. I love you, sweetie Kins. You're a complainer, Kins. You know that? But anyway, so that's the thing. That's the thing, like, that's what I've really, really started to... You're welcome, Serenity. You're doing fine. You're doing good. Like, I'm really glad that I'm really always happy when somebody's reading is so good, then it just, like, radiates this positive, energy and everything. That's good. I'm really glad about that. Sweetie, come on, stop crying now. I love you, fluffy cheeks. I love my fluffy cheeks. Fluffy, sweetie cans. Yeah, we maybe we can. I have many things that I'm trying to look into doing, so I don't know, I have to look and see, but I'm sure, there could probably be a time where I have time and we can do that, That'd be nice. That'd be really nice. Yeah, but that's also the thing. That's why I really try to, it's hard for me because I am a creature that is very much, unfortunately, less than like my father. Like my father was. My father was a loner. Like my father didn't care about, he did care, but not to the extent that my mother did, to socialize, to have people around, things like that. My mom really liked that. My mom was a very social person, and I am also a social person, and I hate admitting that, because I wish I wasn't. I'm more introverted than I was years ago, but nonetheless, I am a social person. So for me, it's very difficult. That's why I really just socialize to myself and with myself, to the point where, I really, I do my rituals, my ceremonial things, and I speak to my ancestors, and I focus on, connecting with nature and with my animals when they don't cry all the time and bother me. And I do all these things, and that's where my spirituality lies. And even when I paint or write music or read a book, I'm really just trying to focus on growing, on growth, on education and evolution of myself, because it's not, it's pretty much all I can do. Now, if once in a while I could get a change of scenery, once in a while it does happen. I'm not always cooped up in here, but most of the time I am. But we had the show on Friday, and it went very well. I made connections with people. I was able to have really good conversations with people. It was loud, and we're drinking, and it's party time. So you don't really get down to the nitty gritty. You don't get so deep into conversation, but you still have good conversation nonetheless, And and it's good. And I met a couple of new musicians that I didn't know before. Um, and that was really nice, because there was this one band, Vorn. They were very good band, and I got to actually talk to the the front man in quotes, and it was really good. Uh, Also, explaining, he was kind of explaining, what is their agenda, why do they perform the way they perform, because they have a very specific way of performing on stage. And it was all very very nice to talk, and forge this connection with another, band and another musician. So I met another person, and I met another person that seemingly, in similar ways as I am, beliefs and stuff. And, you know, of course, it's never good to segregate, but, I do want to really remain a person that doesn't really affiliate herself with many of these indoctrinated religions, or, forceful politics or religions, because that's just not me, because that has nothing to do with freedom to me. And it's forced, and it's you know it's just not something that I would fit into. My spirit is too free. My education, my thoughts on things is too, it varies too much. It would just be disruptive, not just to myself, but also to the other person. So finding people from all realms, of atheism, you know agnostic, and Satanists, and pagans, and everything in between is fine. I just can't really do people that are very much judgmental through their religion, etc., etc. So I'm not saying I can't fucking affiliate with Christian people. It's not like that. If they really act out the Christianity how Jesus, taught it, and how he was hoping and expecting people to do it, then it's a whole nother story. But unfortunately, most of them don't. So at least that's my experience.
Sweetie, I'm coming now. I'm coming, okay?
Yeah. So so that is these are all these things, that go on, and hopefully throughout, moving into the future, we will still meet more people here, and maybe we'll all start getting together more. Who knows? It would be very nice. I'm always hoping for that. So, but so yeah, I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna hop off for tonight, guys, and I'm thinking that I'm going to get this going this week. I'm going to get the topics in Discord going this week again. Okay, we have to, because if not, then it will remain empty talk, and we need a topic. We need a topic to bounce off and to talk about. Okay, so I'm gonna get that going. I'm not sure if I'm on tomorrow or not. I will see how I feel after my thing. And then thank you, Florida Metal. You too. So but if I'm not on tomorrow, I will definitely be able to find the topic tomorrow, because I already cleaned my house today. So I will be able to have the time tomorrow to do that. But I really want to say thank you guys so much for being here tonight. What a good stream. Thank you, Florida Metal, for coming and for subscribing. Thank you, Wolf, for coming. Wolf Tamer, for coming and subscribing again too. Thank you, Emily, for coming. Thank you, Promethean. Thank you, Scooby. Thank you, Serenity. Thank you, Queen of Misfit. Who else is in here? I don't want to forget anybody. I said Promethean. Yep, I did. I think that's it. I that's it. Thank you all so much for coming. This was a great stream. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I will definitely see you guys on Friday. Because normally I wouldn't stream tomorrow anyway. But because I'm off on Thursday, I was going to stream tomorrow. But like I said, we'll have to see after my thingy that I have. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. This was such a great stream. I appreciate all of you very much. And topics will be coming up in the Discord as of this week, definitely. Okay, so until then, I said, don't forget to mourn those in spiritual turmoil. Sweetie, stop. And I say, tschüss, zdravo, and bye.